Good evening, Eamon, and you're very welcome to tonight's recording of the Telcher Trials 2022 for the 26 Counties Contractor Bridge Association of Ireland.
Thank you, Thomas.
You're very welcome. So, just before we start, we're just going to have a quick look at the history of the Telcher Trophy. The Telcher Trophy is, what age is it, Eamon? Do you know exactly?
Oh, it's been there a while now, because I remember Michael McLaughlin being captain about NPC about 6 or 7 years ago at least.
No, but what is the age of the over seniors of the age?
Oh, I don't even know that, but I think it's heading back towards 65.
Yeah, it's moving up.
So some players are grandfathered because it was over 55 back a while ago.
Yeah, and they keep moving up. But the Telcher Trophy has been going for 14 years.
All right.
So if we look up on the screen, you can see England have won it 6 times, Scotland have won it 4 times, the Republic of Ireland have won it 3 times, Wales have won it once, and the NIBU have never won it. So in the early days of its incarnation, there was a sponsored team. So that's why if there's a bracket beside them, they didn't win the competition, but they won the trophy. And we can see Ireland's first win was in 2014 with Padraig O'Brien, Micheál O'Brien, David Jackson, Tom Gibson, Stephen Beer Park and Brendan Curran. And BJ O'Brien was their non-playing captain. And then Peter Goodman in 2015. Micheál and Padraig O'Brien, I think, have been on, I'm right, yeah, have been on all the teams that have won this. And then Derek O'Gorman, who took over their senior team captaincy, they won it last year. So the CBAI team are the holders. Which is a good start. And if anybody wants to have a look, you'll see the results or all the details are on www.cbaie, and there's a link on the homepage to have a look at the systems that the people play, the pairs that are playing in the trials, the format. And so today what's happening is there are 3 teams playing, and the top 2 will qualify to play a final tomorrow. So we're gonna have a look at the results, Eamon.
Right. I mean, by my calculations, OD doesn't only have to beat Pat Quinn; he has to win by 30, or they have to win by 13-7 in VPs.
Yeah, I think you're right. So it's a good win they need, but there's still 2 teams that can qualify. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody's out of it at this stage yet. So they're basically playing. Everybody plays against each other, and it's not an American whist movement. So there's a team sitting out each round. And the first round we had BJ O'Brien, Ranald Millen's team, who is Ranald, BJ, Terry, Peter, Micheál, Padraig, and Derek O'Gorman, playing against Kevin O'D, Breda Sinnott, Liam Marr, and Conor Moore. So Ranald's team racked up a reasonable enough result. I think they did 19-1 or nearly 20-0. Yeah, 19.85 to 0.15. But of course, these are the holders of the Telcher Trophy. So, I wasn't looking at the match today. Now I have to be honest.
I had a look at the early bit, and there was a couple of slams on board 2 and 3, I think.
Early was days, yeah. There you go. So we'll have not 2 and 3. No, board 3 was a slam. Yeah, we'll have a look.
Oh yeah,
we'll have a look at board 3. So board 3, 6 spades is makeable, and it doesn't require. It's 1 or 2 finesses, isn't it? Yeah, 1 or 2 finesse. So if the diamond finesse is right, you're okay. And if the club finesse is right. Now, you do have to do a little bit of work in clubs, but everything works out for you. And it has to be played by South Aim.
That's right, yeah.
So I think a club lead is obviously what's going to beat.
Yeah, a club lead from the east. But you're never playing from the north hand. I don't think.
No, I don't think you're going to ever be playing from the north.
So 1 spade will be opened, and that'll be the end of it.
And that'll be the end of it. So
but I was watching Sinnott and OD, and they bid 1 spade, 3 diamonds is some kind of Bergen thing, I think. Then the guy's next bid was alerted as asking for range, even though he's shown 10 or 11, or Breda has shown 10 or 11. 3 Heart bid was asking for range, which I don't understand why you would want to.
Why? Well, yeah. Why? Well, could it be for a range in the hearts? Is that maybe? Would that be what it could be?
I really don't know. I mean, that's what the alert said, and you type your own alerts. And then he went on, and next thing was a 4 club Q bid, and then just dropped it in 4 spades.
It's a powerful hand. I mean, even with the ace of hearts, which you don't actually need.
Yeah, I mean, he got a Q bid of the ace of hearts. That probably put him off.
That put him off. But even without the ace of hearts, you know, it's still king of spades, ace of hearts. Your partner might have one other card for you.
Yeah, if he doesn't have the ace of hearts, you have another card to make up the 10 points.
Yeah, and how was it bid at the other table?
Oh, just 1 spade, 3 diamonds, 6 spades, end.
Well, it's a valuation of a hand, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 spades, 4. It's about 4 loser hand.
It's a 4 loser hand, and your partner has 10 or 11 points. So I think it's a reasonable enough shot. It certainly gets the job done without a shadow of a doubt. It gets the job done. So that was one of the early boards,
well,
it's hard going. It's hard going when you're playing against this sort of team. You know, they're very experienced. If they get a run on you, it becomes quite tough to stop it. You know that way.
Yeah.
And then in the second match, then round 2. We had Ranald Millen playing against Pat Quinn, and there were some very interesting boards on this one. And if we just look at the way the match went, we can see possibly, you know, these are 2 very evenly matched teams: Gay Keaveney, Enda Glynn, Donal Garvey, Pat Quinn. I think like Ranald Millen, BJ O'Brien, Terry and Peter, all at the top level of the game. And so the first 2 boards was a 4 spades going off by Ranald and BJ, and a 2 spades plus 1. And the second one was an interesting slam board, and I'm sure we'll have a look at that.
Okay.
So we just have a look. Ranald and BJ, the bidding went 1 diamond, 2 clubs, 2 spades, 2 no trump, 3 spades.
Yeah, that's shown 11 cards probably in the diamonds and
Well,
spades.
it's 6-5. It must be 6-5. Absolutely.
Yeah, 11 cards, 6-5.
I mean, is it worth now bidding 4 diamonds, setting the suit?
By North.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can if he wants.
11 cards is an awful lot of cards. I mean, a singleton king of spades must be a good card, mustn't it?
Yeah, if you were German doctors, you'd be coughing twice.
Do you know? No, we don't have any German doctors, thank God, playing. But it's an interesting board. And at the other table, sorry, let me just have a check at it. 3 spades, yeah, they bid 4 diamonds. Now a 4 spade Q bid was all they really needed to hear. 6 diamonds was a good enough bid now. So they were down. The holders were down
17.
after two boards, and then came a string of results. A 7 clubs, which I was looking at, was very interesting as well. Really tough hand. I mean, you gotta be able to either have your agreements, understand what you're doing, or be able to judge certain hands. Yeah. So if 2 no trump opening, 6-5, another 6-5 hand, 11 high card points. What way do you approach this?
So my partner's open in the West has opened 2 no trump, and I've got this pile.
No. East opens.
Oh, balance 2 no trump.
Yeah, East opens a balance. Okay. Whatever sort of range of 2 no trump your hand is.
Well, when I used to play with Paul Delaney, we had things for showing both minors after 2-0 trump, but that's a long time ago and I forget what they were.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people play 3 spades as some sort of transfer to 3-0 trump, and then they show their hands, or they might play 3 spades as effectively minor suits Dayman with continuations if partner doesn't show they have a minor. So there are lots of systems, but I mean, just from a principle of, again, judgment and value, because we're trying to give it for people who may not be as international standard.
1, 2, 3, 5 loser hand and your partner opens 2-0 trump.
I mean, it's a big hand, isn't it?
I mean, if you have normally if you have 5 losers and your partner opens a 1 bid, you're nearly at a slam.
So. Well, you're nearly at a small slam. So if we have a quick look and we see the difference in the valuation. So we have effectively 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, 2-0 trump is the same as opening, and 3 spades. Can't click on it, sorry. 3 spades was a transfer to 3-0 trump with an interest in the minors. 3-0 trump was just to follow the relay. 4 diamonds showed the minor. 4-0 trump, I don't know what it is because there's no alert, and 6 clubs is obviously to a choice. But the other table, it went 2-0 trump, 3 spades, 1 or both minors, 4 diamonds, 4 hearts, 7 clubs.
Yeah. 4 hearts must be what?
I think 4 hearts. Well, I think 4 hearts might be 4 key cards.
All right.
Well, I mean, that would be my logical conclusion, because that would give you a reason to be bidding 7.
Yeah, but how, he must have agreed club somewhere.
No. I think 7 clubs is again a choice.
All right. You're bidding,
I think he key card and diamonds, and then he gave a choice.
East. Who's East in this case?
Terry and Peter.
Oh, Terry and Peter, right.
Okay, now again, I don't know. We haven't got the alert. But again, the value of the hand, as you said yourself, 5 losers, 6-5, opposite a 2-0 trump. If you had that opposite a 1 level opening, you'd be practically interested in looking for a small slam with a fit. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't like having it pick the slam at the 7 level. I'd rather like to think that the 4 heart bid agrees clubs, and maybe
the 4 heart bid. Or no, the 4 heart. Well, if the 4 heart, well, so you're saying 4? Okay, 4 diamonds is both minors, 4 hearts is agreeing clubs.
4 spades would be agreeing diamonds, and so on.
And 7 clubs is now a choice. That makes much more sense, doesn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah. So very interesting anyway. So we'll have a quick look at the leaderboard, Eamon. Sorry, that's only after 2. They might not have it up after 3. And they certainly don't have the... Oh, they do, yeah. Well, no, the scores aren't... No, that's the round 2. Look, that's only...
They've added on the 12 for the sit-outs.
For Ranald, they haven't for Ranald. Oh, they have for Ranald, haven't they? Yeah. Yeah, they have. Look, 34. Why has that gone from 34 to 41? 19.
Yeah. And 14 or 14 and a bit
34.
Yeah.
And 12 should be 46. Anyway, it will be right at some point. So if we just have a quick look, Eamon, we'll see how this match is getting on at the moment. And we have Gay Keaveney and Enda Glynn playing against Lee Marr and Conor Moore, and Breda Sinnott and Kevin O'Dea playing against Donald Garvey and Pat Quinn. So they're on board 5 of 24. And we'll have a look at the Pat Quinn table and see what's happening here, and have a look at the scores. So it's 34-0 for Pat Quinn's team.
Oh. Right.
So, well, I mean, we'll have a look at some boards shortly. But we'll just have a look at some live bridge for a few minutes anyway. So 1-0 trump, 5 weak, is it? No. 12 to 14, yeah. Two clubs showing both majors. 3-0 trump to play. So this isn't going to be successful.
No, but it's going to succeed.
Well,
it's not going to make, but it's only losing a few 50s.
Well, no, they're north-south are vulnerable.
Oh.
And they've 6 spades and the ace of hearts to lose.
All right, so they're losing
7 tricks.
Down 300, yeah.
300. I know they can make. They lose 2 hearts, a diamond, and a club. Do they not?
Well, in the other room, they're after doubling it.
In what?
3-0 trump.
And what have they led?
They led the 8 of spades.
Well, you see, that gives the spade, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And they've got 6 diamonds.
7.
And the ace of clubs is
8.
But that's it, isn't it?
That's the end of it, yeah. Except that maybe they've blocked the clubs. They've blocked the spades.
But you're not going to give up a club, because then you can lose 3 spades, a heart, and a club.
Yeah, still down 1.
I think, yeah, I don't think it's going to make, but it shows you 4 spades doesn't make east-west. You lose 2 hearts, a diamond, and a club. So yeah, 3 imps getting old now. This might create a problem. Now the suit's blocked, isn't it? Now it's 3-0 trump -1 here. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
And if they don't play another spade, they'll make it.
They did.
So they missed 2 spade tricks on this defense. With East coming back a spade, it's okay to lead back the 10 of spades, because once they're coming back a spade, it's better to come back to 10 of spades to try to create the unblock. And their partner did lead. I switched to their 4th best. So, I mean, it's one. Why would North play at the king of spades if they had 3 small spades? They shouldn't. They should play small. So I think it's one that East should be able to get correct on this one. So we'll have a look at the other table, Eamon.
Yeah, I'm just wondering about the other table. How did he? Oh, he got a 2 spade bid. That's why he was able to double. Yeah.
Okay.
In the bidding, he got a west bid 2 spades. So.
Okay, on the bidding west bid 2 spades. So that's why, yeah, absolutely correct.
Yeah.
So we're on to board 6 here at this table, and we've got a pass from the east and a pass from the south. Nothing too exciting, obviously not playing any sort of weak 2 suiting openings, showing a major and a minor. We have a strong no trump from Conor Moore, or maybe a 14-16. I haven't checked their system. Now, will North bid 3 clubs? Yeah, excellent.
Thomas, this book is making 3-0 trump doubled.
Well, which one? At what table?
Board 5.
Okay.
I think. Am I? Yeah.
No. We'll check at the end, then. We'll come and have a look at it when it's finished. It went 8 of spades to the jack of spades, was it?
Yeah, 9 tricks, yep.
But it shouldn't. I mean, I know it did, but it shouldn't.
Oh, well, it'll help the score anyway.
Oh, it'll bring it back. 3-0 trump doubled is 750 plus 100 is 850. That's 13 imps back, isn't it? As well, yeah. I was the one who said it to you, Eamon, that games aren't over until the
CBO thinks you are away from your keyboard.
The boards are played.
Wait a minute now.
Click OK to remain logged in. Okay.
Come on. Go ahead, BBO.
Talking to you, she is. So let's have a look at this one.
Talks to me on.
So they lead the spade, okay?
Are you there? BBO thinks you are away from your keyboard.
Can you turn off BBO, Ed?
He's gone. He's gone. He's still talking though.
Okay.
So won a spade, and now he cashes all the diamonds. Yeah, you see, they don't have time because they played the jack of spades at trick 1. They don't have time to get the club trick. Do you see? He's time to knock out the heart. Now, had West not played the jack of spades, then they'd win the rest of the tricks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Now, should West play? I mean, if you do the rule of 11, if you simply do the rule of 11, 8 from 11 leaves
3.
And you've how many higher have you? 2. Meaning
1.
North. Yeah,
only
meaning
jack.
North only has 1 higher. Why do you have to play the jack? Your partner can't have ace, king, queen. The jack is the jack's not the right card. Now, maybe the lead isn't the right lead. Maybe it should just be
10-8. Like,
well, it's
not.
tricky. It's tricky, like, you know. So we can all look. We can always understand how these things happen. Bridge isn't an easy game. We're looking at 52 cards. It's very easy for us, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you look at this, and then you see various intermediates producing massive games, and you.
Well, we know any various you can produce a massive game. But it's a massive game after massive game after massive game.
Anyway, we not get distracted with that.
We won't get distracted. So we had a week, as I discussed at the other table when they were on, as the Glynn didn't open. We have a 2-spade opener, which I think is showing spades and a minor. 5 spades, 4-card minor, 5 to 10. So a 2-no trump with a full-blooded stop up here, Eamon. 10-9-6-4. Interesting. But it does become a double stop with the ace of spades, in fact.
Well, I mean, the other bit is, I mean, when you have 4 cards, like, it's going to stop that they're not going to have that many cards to cash against you.
Well,
I know they have 6.
Well, you know, they 5.
Yeah.
So it's a tough call, in fact, on this hand. Pass 2 spades. If you don't bid on the West hand, you might be creating an awful problem for your
partner. 3 diamonds transfer, so.
But as we said, I don't think 4 makes on this, does it?
Club. Diamond.
Even, well, the club of diamond and 2 spades. Yeah.
A couple of spades.
Can they make 3-no trump? 5 hearts. A club is 6. A spade is 7. Not if they get clubs going. So I think they're going to end up in 4 hearts most likely. Yeah. And this is going to go 1 off. What were they in at the other table? We didn't finish for that. We'll go back and have a look and see what they were there.
The other table.
4 hearts -1. Yeah, 4 hearts -1. So we can see, Eamon, that just one little board can make a big difference. 13 imps brings the score right back.
Even.
Yeah, one little card can make an absolute huge difference.
Okay. 750 will give a bit of confidence to the Senate team.
To the absolutely, yeah.
Team,
so what we'll do, Eamon, is we'll stay for boards 7 and 8, and then we'll come back for the last 3 or 4 boards later on in the evening, and to do a wrap up of who's going to qualify for the final tomorrow. And I'm hoping we're going to do a little bit of work tomorrow as well with the final as well. Of course, the broadcast, the bridge is actually delayed by an hour for security purposes, which makes sense.
Yeah, because this is, I mean, they're probably on, in real life, they're probably on about board 15 or 16.
Yeah, they're certainly into the second 8. I think they get a short break, but maybe 5 minutes between each eight boards. Would that be about right?
I didn't look at the timetable fully, but maybe 10.
So I don't think there's any issues. Well, the 4-1 break might create a problem, but in actual fact, you've got good enough trumps to be able to look after what you need, and the diamond finesse is on side as well. So I think you should just maybe lose a club
and a spade.
And you might lose a second spade because of the 4-1 break. You might have to rough high.
We live with that in imps. We don't mind. We'll take our 4 spades.
Yeah.
Because the minus going. Imps is about making your contract and beating the others.
Not worrying about it. So he roughed small, and now he's going to be okay. Now I wonder, will he cross? He might cross to a heart to lead a spade, because he can still cross to the heart to lead the diamond later. And losing to the south hand, even in spades, isn't going to be a problem. But it's interesting, if he ducks the first spade, he might cross to the heart now to lead another spade back.
This is Liam Marr in the East. I first met Liam Marr when I was a teenager. He was a grown man working in the post office.
And that's not today or yesterday that you were a teenager, Eamon.
Poesba, post office chess club they had. And Liam Marr was on that chess team for the post office, and they had a sports and social club beside Lenihan's Hardware in Abbey. I think it was Abbey Street. And that's a long time ago. Liam Marr, chess player.
Good golfer as well. Knows how to get around the golf course. So Enda didn't duck the spade. And it's kind of tricky as to what you're going to do if you win the spade. So that's why I might duck it. So he leads a heart. He knows. Actually, that's actually a very good defense. I tell a lie. Now the spade lead means he can't draw the trumps, and he's going to have to give up a diamond. So now when a spade lead is led to the ace, so it's going to get tricky now, Eamon. This hand has got hard. It was actually right to rough high, Eamon. If he had the 7 of spades, he'd be able to, very good. Excellently done. Very well done. He played the diamond before he did anything else. Nice, very nicely played. Can't be caught now, Eamon.
So you're happy with Mr. Marr?
Well, I'm happy with good bridge. I'm happy with good bridge. So he's reliant now on the diamond coming down. He can cash the spade, cash the diamond, and South will get one extra trick with a rough, and that'll be it. Might have been right to lead another diamond after it won, and just in case the diamonds were 3-1. And if the diamonds were 3-1,
that way.
Well, but if the diamonds were 3-1, it'd kind of make the spade, the hand being roughed, very likely to be the long trump. So if East had have roughed high, he would have had a small spade in his hand now. Maybe he should have still had the 8 on the table. I think it'd be the 7 in his hand. We can just check that, can't we, by clicking this, I think, yeah. Oh, no, maybe not. But I think I'm right. It was the 8 of spades in the dummy and the 7 of spades. He could now finesse the spade.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, yeah. I remember that from the start.
So it's all about preparing for what might happen and what you can cope. So now if he leads a low diamond, well, I might have let a low diamond. If that got to the table, I might have got that trump away. It wouldn't. I'd be fairly certain Enda will rough.
Made it.
Yeah, yeah. As we said, the 4-1 break was likely to create a problem and an issue, and particularly when they ruffed small at trick 2, creates an even bigger problem. So maybe the auction, it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. You know, the auction did go, I think, was it one? What way did the auction go?
Where, this table or the other?
On this one, yeah. Here we go. Sorry. Yeah, North opened the club and rebid 2 clubs. So I don't think a 4-1 break should be outrageous, should it, Eamon?
No, well, I mean, at the other table, they made a 2-club bid over 1 club.
1 club, 2 clubs over call.
4 spades and 5 diamonds, it shows.
That's what's that called? That's some sort of snapdragon, something else or other, isn't it?
Yeah.
And who is that?
That was Donald Garvey.
And Pat Quinn, yeah.
Yeah, Donald Garvey.
And did they end up in 4 spades played by
They've ended up with 4 spades played by West.
Well, that makes a difference to the lead. Now they can't attack a second club, can they?
No. Or yes, they can't attack. I agree with you, whatever way I say that.
Yeah, probably the Irish aiming in me, you know, asking a negative question. But yeah, the lead of the ace of clubs at the other table means it's going to be, they can't continue with the king of clubs because that sets up the queen. It makes it easier for them to be able to control the hand. So I think there might be an imp of a gain there for the other side. Would that be a reasonable assessment?
Yeah, well, we don't mind losing 1 imp.
Well, it's all small imps are fine. So we're on the final board here, and South is in 3-0 trump on the bidding of pass by West. So
coming down is nice from. You find that out. 4 club.
Yeah, 4 club tricks and nothing in
hearts. They might have the whole contract gone by then if they lead a heart.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think you should lead a heart. What's wrong with leading the queen of hearts?
And a heart and
lead the queen of hearts and then lead the king followed by the ace, and then lead the king of hearts, showing you have a doubleton ace king. And now this hand can give a suit preference signal possibly. But I think it should be able to work out what to play. There's only 8 tricks anyway, isn't there?
4 clubs. I mean, if you don't get the hearts.
Well, if you don't work out the diamond. If you win the
4 clubs and 4 spades.
That's all you make, isn't it? So this is going to be a 3-0 trump -1 for the north-south at this table. And if he finds a diamond switch, then it's going to go 3-0 trump -2. So it's not much of a difference. But again, I don't know why you would find a diamond switch. So that he should run for his 8 tricks. And the other table is just finishing out board 7 in 4 spades. He played a club, and I don't know what happened after that. Might have been a spade switch ducked. Because then he was able to win the heart.
You know, club lead, a spade. And a heart, 5 of hearts, 10, 8, and queen. Then jack of spades.
Ducked.
Small spade. Taken by the king. And a club came back.
Now this table is only going to make 10 tricks as well. Because now they're roughing with the queen of spades, which is making the
9 good.
So it's the same position as the other table. He's going to cash the ace of spades, cross to the heart, and then finesse the diamond. He knows spades are 4-1 now. He might even have to lead a heart now to finesse a diamond, but I think that's going to go down. If the diamond is off, I think he's going to go down because so 4-1 breaks create problems, Eamon. We know that. They create situations where you can't control or draw the trumps easily.
Yeah, that's why when I'm directing, I always get rid of all the 4-1 breaks. I don't want people to feel bad.
Yeah.
Good idea, though. I never thought of that one before. I might do that for next week.
Well, I think if you're running, well, if you're running deals, should you not just keep deals coming off the same dealing program?
I do. I don't believe.
Are there some people who are not convinced that the algorithms are a little bit off in bridge dealing machines? No.
They're pretty good these days because there's a thing called Big Deal, which is much better than the old ones.
Okay, so the level.
Well, there was a time about 5 years ago where some of these heavy heads actually broke the dealing program. If they got 3 or 4 boards at the start of a match, they were able to generate the last 7 or 8 boards of a match.
Have a rough idea of what was going to be happening. Yeah.
No, they could actually get the deals. I mean, if they got boards 1 to 4, they could actually find out what board
they could reprogram. They could then work out what the rest of
what board 17 to 20 would be.
Wow.
Have enough time to do it. So
yeah. But
I mean, you'd want to be a really heavy head to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But
well, I wouldn't
do it.
Well, I wouldn't have a clue.
No, most people wouldn't.
So he's won the diamond, and he's now led the jack of diamonds, so he can remain on the table and lead another one. And when the king appears, he'll be happy enough, and he'll know that this is only going to. He's going to make his 10 tricks. So I think they're finished at the other table, and they went 2 off on that. They must have found the switch of the heart. No, they didn't. Hold on. He must have tried to make it.
I haven't played it at the other table yet.
No, this one at this table.
4-8, right?
Dead the diamond. Yeah, he tried to sneak a diamond trick, which is his only chance to try to make it, and then he went off. 2. So again, that's not an unreasonable thing to be doing.
Right, flat board 7.
No, I think they made it for some reason.
But didn't you make it at both tables?
Board 7. Yes, you're right. Yeah, sorry, flat board 7. Yeah, it was the extra trick.
Congratulated Liam Maher for playing nicely and
for playing it. I was a bit distracted there, Eamon. I was looking at board by another board. So we're on the final board of the first third of the third match of the day. 2 teams qualify to play in the final tomorrow, and the winning team will then represent the Contract Bridge Association of Ireland in the Telcher Trophy. I'm not sure where it's been played. Can you remember, Eamon?
No, maybe that website you had. No.
Yeah, hold on.
No, that one. Yeah. No, the other one.
The BGB.
All right, BGB might have a clue.
Home Internationals. Hold on. Calendar we want, isn't it? There it is. It's May, but I'm just not sure where it is. Northern Ireland, 21st, 22nd of May. Very good. Very good.
Probably always back doing Viewgraph by then.
They always put on a very good show.
Like an old trip up to what's the hotel where they have it?
They've made the Le Mans.
Le Mans, yeah, that
country club.
That had a bit of trouble in the 70s.
Sure. That's a long time gone.
Long before there was bridge there, though.
So 1 heart, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. It's going to be tricky for North-South to get to 3-0 trump now. So 3 diamonds is might go down. You might lose 3 diamond tricks and 2 hearts. So this is going to be a small gain, Eamon, for the Synod team.
Any chances of making it?
There's always a chance, but I don't think so. I think even if Pat rushes in with the ace of diamonds to come another heart,
well, Pat never rushes, so
well, no, but even if he takes it quickly, okay. So he needs to.
Whatever he's done, maybe he's unblocking. Maybe
no, he's gonna switch a club, and if he goes in with the ace of diamonds and plays the queen of hearts, he'll get the queen of hearts and a club.
Yeah. Could even, because they might even get a 2 down, will they?
Yeah, they might, because I think they're going to get 3 diamond tricks. That's what I think they're going to get. That's my guesstimation. I think North-South will gain 2 imps on it, though. Yeah, which is going to bring it to 15 to 34, 19 imps with 16 boards to go. And we know, as Eamon said earlier on, Kevin O'D needs to win. Eamon, what is 13-7 in terms of imps approximately?
I don't know offhand. But
we might want to have a think about that in case later on it could become important. Not at the moment, for the next recording, Eamon.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got a low diamond to 10 to the ace. Now a heart will come back rough and a club will come back rough, and that'll be 1 off. Okay, so the rough small will certainly make sure it's 1 off. As opposed to 2 off. Now when the heart comes back, if they rough with the 7, there's no over rough available. And sure, when they roughed earlier with the queen, why would you rough with the king and the jack now? Very good. Excellently played by Breda Sinnott. So now she'll draw the trumps and settle for her 1 off. Nice little stop there, Eamon, for the Sinnott team, and 2 imps to finish on a positive note after the first 8 boards. So Eamon, listen, thanks very much for that, and we will see you in maybe another hour or an hour and a half, and we'll do another little recording to see what happens for the rest of the tournament.
Right, so we're coming back at about board 16 or 17. Oh no, they're playing 24. Yeah, we'll come board 20, is it?
I'll come back about board 21. I'll be watching this, and we'll just come back on board 21.
Fair enough. See you tomorrow.
Thanks very much, Shane.
Bye.